Ever wondered where the best quality of life in Canada can be found as we head into 2024? Look, I know what you're thinking. Canada, isn't that where polar bears roam free and everyone says, "Hey," after every sentence? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to shatter those stereotypes with 10 cities that are hotter than a maple syrup latte on a frozen lake. We're diving deep into what makes these Canadian metropolises tick, from their booming job markets and cultural hotspots to their stunning natural landscapes and, dare I say, surprisingly pleasant weather, in some places at least. So, whether you're a seasoned traveler looking for your next adventure, or you're ready to pack your bags and say bonjour to a new life in the Great White North, this video is your ultimate guide to the top 10 cities to live in Canada in 2024. Let's get this Canadian bacon cooking. First up, we're kicking things off in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia. Nestled between the majestic Coast Mountains and the sparkling Pacific Ocean, Vancouver is basically a postcard come to life. Think breathtaking scenery, lush rainforests, and beaches that are perfect for soaking up the sun when it decides to show up, that is. But Vancouver's beauty goes beyond its natural assets. This city is a melting pot of cultures with a vibrant arts and culinary scene that will tantalize your taste buds. We're talking about world-class dining, from fresh-off-the-boat sushi to mouth-watering food truck fare. And let's not forget about those neighborhoods, each with its own unique personality. You've got Gastown, the city's oldest neighborhood with cobblestone streets and Victorian architecture. Then there's trendy Yaletown, a former warehouse district turned chic hotspot. And for a dose of art and culture, head to Granville Island, home to a bustling public market and street performers. Pro tip #1, don't be afraid to explore beyond downtown. Hop on a ferry to Granville Island, rent a bike and cruise along the seawall, or hike up Grouse Mountain for panoramic city views. Pro tip #2, embrace the rain. Vancouver is known for its drizzle, so pack accordingly. Next up, we're heading east to Toronto, the bustling metropolis that's basically Canada's answer to New York City. And trust me, this city doesn't disappoint. Toronto is a whirlwind of activity with a skyline that seems to stretch on forever and a multicultural vibe that's impossible not to love. Now let's talk opportunity, because Toronto's got it in spades. As Canada's financial hub, this city is a magnet for young professionals and entrepreneurs looking to make their mark on the world. And with a diverse range of industries, from tech and finance to media and entertainment, there's a place for everyone in Toronto's bustling job market. But it's not all work and no play in the six. Toronto knows how to have a good time too. We're talking world-class shopping, dining, and entertainment options, from catching a Leafs game at Scotiabank Arena to exploring the city's vibrant nightlife scene. Step 1. Get your bearings at the CN Tower. This iconic landmark offers breathtaking views of the city and beyond. Just be prepared to wait in line, especially during peak season. Hold on to your Stetsons, folks, because we're heading to Calgary, Alberta, the heart of Canada's Wild West. Now, Calgary might be known for its cowboy culture and annual Calgary Stampede Rodeo, but this city is so much more than just boots and belt buckles. Calgary's got a booming economy, thanks in part to its thriving oil and gas industry. But don't let that fool you into thinking it's all work and no play. Calgary's got a young and energetic vibe, with a thriving arts and culture scene, a burgeoning culinary scene, and of course, no shortage of craft breweries. And let's not forget about those Rocky Mountains, which are practically in Calgary's backyard. We're talking world-class skiing, snowboarding, hiking, and camping, all within easy reach. So, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just looking to escape the city for a weekend, Calgary's got you covered. Pro tip #1, timing is everything. Visit during the Calgary Stampede for a true taste of Western hospitality, but be prepared for crowds and higher prices. Next up, we're heading to Ottawa, Canada's capital city. Now, I know what you're thinking, capital cities, they're all about politics and boring museums, right? Wrong. Okay, maybe there are a few museums, but trust me, Ottawa is anything but boring. First off, let's talk about the Rideau Canal. In the summer, it's a scenic waterway perfect for boating and paddling. But come winter, it transforms into the world's largest skating rink, stretching over 7.8 kilometers. And it's not just for skating, folks. You'll find ice hockey games, cozy warming huts, and even a giant ice sculpture competition during the annual Winterlude Festival. But Ottawa's beauty goes beyond its frozen attractions. This city is home to stunning architecture, from the Gothic Revival Parliament buildings to the historic Byward Market, a bustling hub of vendors, shops, and restaurants. And with a strong sense of community and a focus on work-life balance, it's no wonder Ottawa consistently ranks high on those best places to live lists. Pro tip number 1, visit during tulip season. Every spring, Ottawa bursts into color with millions of tulips during the Canadian Tulip Festival. It's truly a sight to behold. Pro tip number 2, explore the city by bike. Ottawa is incredibly bike-friendly with an extensive network of bike paths and trails. Get ready to say bonjour to Montreal, the city that's like a little slice of Europe nestled right here in North America. With its cobblestone streets, historic architecture, and undeniable European charm, Montreal will make you feel like you've been transported across the Atlantic without ever leaving Canada. But Montreal is more than just a pretty face. This city is a cultural powerhouse with a thriving arts and music scene, world-class dining, hello poutine, and a certain joie de vivre that's contagious. And let's not forget about the language. Montreal is a bilingual city, so brush up on your French or just embrace the pardon. Now let's talk festivals, because Montreal takes its festivals seriously. From the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival to the Montreal International Jazz Festival, there's always something going on in this vibrant city. Pro tip number 1, explore Old Montreal. This historic neighborhood is a feast for the senses, with its cobblestone streets, horse-drawn carriages, and charming boutiques. Ahoy there, mateys! We're setting sail for Halifax, Nova Scotia, the vibrant capital of Canada's East Coast. Now, Halifax might be known for its maritime history and friendly locals. They're called Haligonians, in case you were wondering. But this city is so much more than just lobster suppers and sea shanties. Halifax has a youthful energy that's contagious, thanks in part to its large student population. It's home to several universities and colleges. And with a growing tech industry, affordable housing compared to some of the other cities on this list, and those stunning coastal views, it's no wonder Halifax is attracting more and more young professionals. But let's not forget about those fresh seafood folks. Halifax is known for its delicious seafood, from lobster and mussels to scallops and haddock. And don't even get me started on the donairs. Trust me, you haven't lived until you've tried a Halifax donair after a night out. Pro tip number 1, explore the Halifax waterfront. This bustling boardwalk is home to shops, restaurants, museums, and of course, stunning views of the harbor. Next up, we're heading to Victoria, British Columbia, the charming capital of Canada's westernmost province. Now, Victoria is often described as being more British than Britain, and it's not hard to see why. From its afternoon tea tradition, seriously, they take their tea seriously here, to its horse-drawn carriages and stately Victorian architecture, Victoria exudes a certain old-world charm that's hard to resist. But don't let the teacups and doilies fool you. Victoria also boasts a vibrant arts and culture scene, beautiful gardens, Butchert Gardens is a must-see, and a mild climate that's the envy of the rest of Canada. Pro tip number 1, explore the inner harbor. This bustling waterfront area is home to shops, restaurants, museums, and of course, those iconic Parliament buildings. Pro tip number 2, visit the Royal BC Museum. This world-class museum tells the story of British Columbia, from its First Nations heritage to its colonial past. Get ready to experience Edmonton, Alberta, a city that's often overlooked but seriously underrated. Now, Edmonton might be known as the Festival City. It hosts over 50 festivals throughout the year. But there's so much more to this city than just parties and parades. Edmonton is home to a thriving arts and culture scene, a diverse culinary landscape. Get ready for some serious food truck action, and a youthful energy that's contagious. And let's not forget about the North Saskatchewan River Valley, which winds its way through the city, offering endless opportunities for outdoor recreation. Pro tip number 1, visit during festival season. Edmonton is known as the Festival City for a reason, so try to plan your visit around one of the many events happening throughout the year. Pro tip number 2, explore the River Valley. The North Saskatchewan River Valley is Edmonton's pride and joy, offering over 160 kilometers of trails for hiking, biking, and exploring. Prepare to be enchanted by Quebec City, Quebec, the only walled city north of Mexico and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Stepping into Quebec City is like stepping back in time, with its cobblestone streets, historic architecture, and undeniable European flair. It's no wonder this city is often called the Paris of North America. But Quebec City is more than just a pretty face. This city is steeped in history, with a rich culture that's a unique blend of French and Canadian influences. From its world-renowned winter carnival to its charming boutiques and bistros, Quebec City offers a taste of Europe without the transatlantic flight. Pro tip number 1, explore Old Quebec. This historic neighborhood is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to some of the city's most iconic landmarks, including the Chateau Frontenac and the Citadel of Quebec. Last but not least, we're heading to Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, a city that's often overlooked but full of surprises. Now, Saskatoon might not have the big city buzz of Toronto or Vancouver, but that's part of its charm. This city is all about community, affordability, and a laid-back lifestyle that's hard to resist. Saskatoon is located in the heart of Canada's prairies, so expect wide-open spaces, stunning sunsets, and a friendly down-to-earth vibe. But don't let the relaxed atmosphere fool you. Saskatoon is a city on the rise with a growing economy, a thriving arts and culture scene, and a surprising number of festivals and events throughout the year. Pro tip number 1, explore the Meewasin Valley Trail. This scenic trail follows the South Saskatchewan River, offering stunning views of the city and plenty of opportunities for hiking, biking, and bird watching. Pro tip number 2, check out the Rémy Modern. This stunning art museum is home to a world-class collection of modern and contemporary art. And there you have it, folks, our whirlwind tour of Canada's top 10 cities for 2024. From the bustling streets of Toronto to the laid-back vibes of Saskatoon, Canada has something to offer everyone. Whether you're looking for adventure, opportunity, or just a change of pace, you're sure to find it in one of these amazing cities. So, which of these cities would you consider living in? Or what city do you think should have made the list? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow travel enthusiasts. Until next time, happy travels. And remember folks, don't use watermarked images or videos in your own project.